Good afternoon, Rimfire friends. So today is April 14th, 2022. It's a Thursday. Happy Easter to everybody, for those of you who celebrate. Um, so I'm in the gun room today, and I thought I would bring you guys up to date with this quick video here of the ongoing Project Rifle 455 VPT in the Manor stock. So I don't know if you guys checked my video of my last practice session for ORPS, doing some different positional stuff, but I ran a full workup through this kind of DIY homemade thumb rest in plastic as opposed to my old aluminum version. This was exactly what this needed. So I know I mentioned that in the video, so I'm not going to go too in depth about it, but this is a beautiful thing. So that's one of the things I want to touch on. Is just that this is a joy to use. And then for my regular viewers, some of you will probably notice that I have a prototype mag holder, onboard style, in use right now. So this is my current prototype, and made out of stainless steel. Currently it is heat blued, which is a little bit weird for stainless steel, but just to kind of soften the color until I figure out if it works. And if it works, I think I'm going to DIY, Cerakote it, ceramic coat it, stuff in the spray can. So, or paint it, but painting probably wouldn't hold it up very well. It's stainless steel. It's a spring steel as well, so it essentially acts like a spring. So forgive the rough edges on it, of course. It's in the prototype phase. I did some different things on it, but I'll show you basically my idea on it. So, there's different companies that make Velcro, guys. I don't like the look of them, although they work just fine. Sticking Velcro on your stock, especially a beautiful rifle, seems, not just this one, but seems kind of strange to me. So I want to come up with something that was easily removable and more robust. And I like to make stuff, so that's why I kind of fooled around with this. But anyway, I have a very some various mags here, different assortment. I have I left my Bruno mag in the shop, so I don't have a metal one here, but it does work. I have a JW15 Norinco copy, some 10 shots, brand new 5-rounder that actually went in the fire pit. That still functions great. So I designed this to be able to kind of hold the mag in different positions, and I wanted it to be able to, hold it in whatever way I kind of decided I wanted it in, right? And I wanted it to be able to be robust enough where that if you bumped it around, it wasn't going to come out. And I wanted it to be able to fit different types of magazines and different styles, and not get in the way, and be able to basically have at my fingertips a mag, but also be able to hold the mag at different angles. Because one of the benefits of that Velcro job, for instance, is you could stick it on any way you wanted. So if you're somebody who likes to flip it around and whatever, the way you pull your mag out, you could alter it to the position that you saw fit, and you could Velcro it anywhere you wanted. So I didn't want to limit myself by that. So the design I had before, which was kind of like this style, would have worked, and there was nothing wrong with it, but it used a different it used a dual spring tension on the spring, and it was much more rough to operate. So this one, I was kind of thinking, I went along the lines of kind of like a belt clip was kind of my motivation for it. This one's a little bit not as sleek, I think, as the other one with the claw style that I had, but the way it works is essentially the same. And the retention system that I did in this was completely different than I originally thought. So originally I had bought some threaded inserts, some M3 threaded inserts, the same thing I have from here, and I was going to mount it like that. And then, I'm not quite sure how I want it to ride or where it to fit. So I thought, well, in the meantime, I'll just weld a piece of stainless on the back, and I'll bend it to the contour of the stock, and I'll run it under the Arca rail. And basically what it does is the Arca rail clamps down onto this piece of stainless, and then actually my homemade barricade stop threads into the boss. I'll show you. All this talking, I might as well show you. So basically underneath there is the piece of stainless that runs underneath, and then my threaded boss screws onto there and clamps down as well. So it holds it quite securely, and I've got a piece of, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I've got a piece of foam underneath to match the contours of the stock, because it is a flat area here, but it rises here. So I wanted something to just kind of take up the difference. And you can see it's very, very sleek. It doesn't get in the way of where you naturally will grab the rifle right here. This is not a natural grab point, so it doesn't really get in the way. And if it does, it's very easy for it to come off, because it's basically loosening the arc rail and it pops off. So it's very, very easy. It's not a permanent mount. It's a very rigid mount. Like, this is no joke. Like, you could definitely, bang it around without issue. And what I essentially wanted, even without the threaded boss in the bottom, the arca rail is enough to hold it into place. I don't have any live rounds in it right now. I don't feel like doing that right now, but I have tested it with live rounds, and basically a plastic mag is about the same weight with live rounds as a metal mag, and it absolutely doesn't move. So it's going to be able to take some knocks and stuff. And the cool thing about a clip like this is it's within reason adjustable as it wears. So I designed it, it's hard to see, but I designed it to have not just a flat contact surface. It's actually, there's almost like a triangle profile. It's a little bit difficult to see, but you might have to take my word for it. But so it actually grips the mag, because the mag's very nice and it's flat. So it's super easy to make a clip for it. So I added kind of a center rib to give it a little bit more stiffness. And I played around with a couple of different designs, because you don't want it to seriously bite in the mag where you can't pull it. And then like where it hurts, you know what I mean? And then inside, I'll see if you guys can get that. This was one of the hardest parts, because I don't know if you can see that inside there, but there's a weld knob that I put through the back side. And so that kind of adds like a locking button almost, So I can leave it like this, and it's, great. And then I can push it in. I don't know if you can hear that, but that little button just adds a little bit more security. And so I wanted to play around with it, because I'm gonna try it out for form and function and see how it goes. And if you put the mag like that, where the base plate is on top, there's absolutely no fear of it running out, like falling out rather, because it's got this, retention on the top. And the same is true, I guess, this way, if you put it that way. It's very sleek, it's not in the way, and it's has lots of contact area. This would probably be the least secure, because it would probably want to walk out. But even then, it's not like it, even if it moved around a little bit, it's not like it would go anywhere. So anyway, I wanted to show that to you guys. Not in the finished stage, just in the prototype stage. And if everything works good, I'll paint it or whatever I'm going to do to it. If I like the way it works, because like doing that at this stage, I got to take it for a run and see how it'll do. Not the most necessary piece of equipment in the world, but like I said, it's super easy to remove rather, and it doesn't get in the way. Exactly kind of what I had in mind. It was actually a little bit different, as I wanted to mount it with these set screws or threaded inserts, but this works just fine. And it does poke my arc rail out a little bit as it fits underneath, but not a significant amount. It's just a little bit. So, excuse me, there's a little bit of give there in the rail. And the rail still functions as it should. No issues whatsoever, so that's, good. But other than that, that's the kind of latest mod. Something that I've had in the works for a while, and I've done several trial versions of this to get the right profile, the right idea for what I wanted. Something that, was more a caddy and more kind of like an accessory rather than something you just stick on with a piece of Velcro. I'm not quite sure if this is the actual final version. Just like this, put a lot of work into that aluminum one, and then I realized right away it was not what I wanted. But I'm going to try it out this Sunday, and we'll see how it goes. I'll play around with a little bit, but so far so good. It feels excellent, and like I said, if it ends up not being tight enough, it's a very simple thing to loosen before, sorry, to tighten before it's painted, but so far it feels absolutely great. Probably even more secure with the metal ones. I don't really like the metal ones, so I don't have them in use very often. It's always the plastic. And this like brand new one that like barely been used is nice and tight. So that's probably what I would run with. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you guys up to date with that. You're probably staring at this guy too as well. The Anschutz 64 1416 double set trigger. I think because I'm going to shoot this in the bench rest style match this Sunday rather than the Vickers, because I haven't shot this one in a while, and look at it. It's so pretty. So I think I'm going to do that, and just for fun. I haven't had it in a while, and spent some time with it, and it's a heck of a shooter. The scope, like you guys know, is small. It's a 2:7 by 32, so it's not the most powerful scope in the world. But with the Vickers, I got to use a spotting scope anyway, so I might as well pull that out. For 50, it's great, but for 100, it's hard to see the impact. But it's all dialed. I know the settings on it. I've done 100, 200 shots, 200 yard shots with it quite often, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I haven't had it in a while. But anyway, this is the update, and I wanted to quickly say that my sling cups came in. So these guys are for, well, originally what I was going to do was, I talked about this, like I was going to put a sling cup in here so I can mount it at different locations for my sling, and the 457 Manners has sling cups factory installed, one here and one in the buttstock area right here. So that was kind of what I was going to do. I don't need one in the rear because I don't use that type of sling, but for an arm cuff sling, one in the fore end is ideal. So I think I'm going to mount it in my barricade stop as I originally planned, so I can move it for the offhand stages. But if not, I will drill the stock for one just like the 457s has, and be able to use my arm cup sling. So anyway, those are here. Uncle Mike's brand. I wanted to go with something good. I've used these guys before, and they are definitely robust. I don't know if you can see the wall thickness of those cups, but there is a difference. So anyway, I got these, and probably be working on that this weekend if I have time, and I will post an update video of the progress on that. But anyway, want to thank you guys as always for watching. Any questions or comments, leave them below. And until the next one, thanks a lot for watching.